to get everywhere on the floor.
It's Steph Curry, Jamal Crawford.
Let's meet the visiting team, New Orleans. At center, Omer Ashik. Eric Gordon. At small forward. At the other forward position, Anthony Davis. At the other guard position, Freak. The head coach. At point guard, standing 6'5", number 0, Emmanuel.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. First game of this trip here for the Pelicans. They're hoping to start it off with a W. Very strong basketball is the recipe for them right now. 4 straight wins, looking for number 5.
It seems like it's all coming together, guys. The coaching staff has gotten through to the players. Everybody is buying in, and it's a wonderful thing when the entire roster is on the same page.
It sure is, Greg. I mean, you've been on teams like that where everything is running smoothly. We knew that was the potential of this team, but they're living up to it and performing at a remarkably high level.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Davis and Ashik in the middle. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. And it's James in at the 1 spot. Evans, good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Barton. He kicks it to Moutier. 17 feet out. Offensive rebound. Jokic, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Gallinari against Gordon. James, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Knocked loose and stolen by James. Another shot and 2 free throws. And them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by James. For the finish. Now that's out of finish.
And if they did try to get back, Greg, I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Now here's Moutier. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fareed. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 10-2 run here. The drive by James out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now, here is Gallinari. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Oklahoma City. Passes it to Fareed. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Both free throws good from Kenneth Fareed. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys. A bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now here's Evans against Charlotte. He was really on his game. And the shot is good. And that's now 8 points for Freak.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Moutier pass to Jokic. And the rejection by James. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. The lead pushed to double digits.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now on the court, your very own Nuggets dancers. Let them hear it.
And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. Pelicans, number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody. Big numbers.
Here's Moutier. He's had some playing time, but no score.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's James. He's coming off a 37-point game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
6 on the shot clock. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points to run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And that one's good, Barton. And so here is New Orleans. It's a 10-point game. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
The Nuggets shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Barton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. That's good. 6 points for Tyreke Evans.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pelicans leading by 8. James dishes to Davis. Davis gets the screen from James. No one near him. That one wide left.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now here's Moutier. Faried, a screen on Evans. Moutier, no good.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Here's Moutier after Eric Gordon's bucket. Moutier kicks to Faried. And Davis pulls it down. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 10-point lead. Good. And it's 6 points for Eric Gordon.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Moutier. Barton passes to Fareed. He sinks the 11-footer.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Pelicans leading by 10. James dishes to Evans. Back to James. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. And he gets it to go. Moutier's got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And there's the feed to Asik.
Getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Denver with a platoon sweep. The Nuggets trail by 10. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Harris is out there with Moutier, and it's Laverne in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Davis. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Charlotte.
Now taking a look at some stats for Davis. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's around 18 points per game, 9 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
You know, over this last whole stretch of games, I mean, he's been shutting down the lane with absolute authority.
And here's Moutier. Following the three-pointer by Freak, Moutier cannot hit. Davis with some nice D.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Barton is checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Asik's checked in. Gordon hits both of them. And here's Moutier. The dish to Gallinari. They set the pick. Feeds to Moutier. Shoots it up. Rebound by Pondexter.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
It's stolen by Moutier. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gallinari running. And James gets it to go. James has got 5 points in the quarter. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Barton kicks to Moutier. Over to the wing. No good, unable to end this run. New Orleans leading by 15. Here's Pondexter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Pondexter's got his first bucket of the night.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He had 37 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Now, Moutier following the three-point attempt by Freak. Now the pass to Moutier. Off target from three-point range.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
The Nuggets trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Kicks it to Fareed. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Fareed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
And James throws it down.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by James. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. Anthony Davis is second.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Barton passes to Moutier. Pass to Gallinari. The tray. Good. Gallinari's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Here's Barton. 8 points for him. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Gallinari wide open. Another three for Denver.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense. A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now. 4th in rebounding, 10th in steals. And you know what? They're also in the top half of the league in scoring second chance points. There's room for improvement there, but I don't think they're too disappointed with what they've done in that area so far.
And let's take a look back at those rebounding stats, because that is, to me, really impressive, that ranking. They've certainly got the strength and maybe, more importantly, the disposition to win that battle on the boards.
So it's Denver now, following the score by New Orleans. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Now here's James following the miss by Emmanuel Moutier. The drive by James. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Just absolute domination in this one for James. 25 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Free throw drops for James.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Evans, he's checked in for New Orleans. Now here's Moutier. He has 6. Knocked away. Unhindered, going all the way. And the dunk by James.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gallinari's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
James dishes to Gordon. Kicks it out to James. He feeds it to Asik. Gordon with no one around. Offline with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 19. Mudiay with the ball. 9 points last game. Here's Barton. And James pulls it down. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. Davis kicks to Gordon. James outside. He dishes it to Asik. Shoots from the baseline. And Evans the basket on the assist by Asik. And that's now 8 points for Tyreke Evans. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Mudiay passes to Gallinari. Six on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. Fareed, and it's Denver scoring again.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Now here's James. He has 29. Misses from short range.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Pass to Jokic. Out to the right wing. Here's Mudiay. Here's Gallinari. And that one's on target from the wing. Gallinari's got 10 points in the quarter.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
James left side. Gordon for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. And it's 13 points for Eric Gordon.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Barton kicks to Mudiay. There's the pick. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Some room here for Gordon. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And stolen by James. Dishes it to Asik. Evans kicks to James. Passes it to Davis. From 6 away, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Barton. 8 points for him. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. James with the ball. Nice shot by Evans.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Mudiay dishes to Gallinari. Got a piece of it. Screened by Fareed. Gallinari against Evans.
2 minutes remaining.
Can they get it? And it's Gallinari missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And the basket by Gordon.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Barton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Gallinari against Evans. All sorts of time. No good off the front iron.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's Gordon missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Here's Barton. He's got 8. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. So it's both teams. So as we conclude the first half.
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
I'm controlling the paint. Yo, I'm always controlling the paint. Just natural to me. In high school, I controlled the paint. In college, I controlled the paint.
Hey guys, we've really taken the life out of this crowd, but I still want to talk to you for a minute. We're being unselfish with the ball and it's working. All the scoring opportunities have been coming because of the passing on that end of the floor, and I want to see that continue. But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half. I might want to stay with some of those hot hands, so everybody be ready.
Now on the court, your very own Nuggets.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
Here's Moutier. So for New Orleans right now, the shot-blocking pair of Davis and Asik inside. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. And it's James in at the point guard position. Here's Jokic. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
James outside. Davis sets a screen. James the pass to Asik. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Evans outside. From deep. They get it again. A second chance effort. And James with the nice bucket inside. James has got 31.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead. No doubt about it.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Fareed sends it back. Now here's Moutier. 6 points for him. Here's Barton. And James pulls it down. Evans kicks to James. No good with the triple.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth.
Is finishing it off.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
They got him on the arm, but it still can. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
The drive by James. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got it. His 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. They double him with James. It's Faried, top of the key. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Gallinari, the open look, and it's Denver scoring again.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Freak is second.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from three.
They set the pick, and stolen by Gordon. Dishes it to James. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Now on the court, your Mario Nuggets Dancers. Let him hear it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Faried. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And another miss by Denver.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
He kicks it to Barton. Looking to get it going, and Moutier throws it down.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen.